The recent natural disasters affecting the various parts of the world have raised major concerns for governments, particularly in the least developed countries. The effect of climate change and poor environmental management is set to cost countries a lot more in the future if no action is taken by world leaders. In an exclusive interview with South News at the Champions of the Earth Awards, the President of Mexico, Felipe Calderón, encouraged developed and least developed countries to get involved.
I know we have a lot of troubles today. In our case, it could be economic growth, unemployment, the recession, but the main problem for humankind will be climate change and will be the consequences of this disaster of nature. So we need to think in the long term, and in order to do so, we need to start right now to build the green part of the economy.
The Champions of the Earth Awards recognizes leaders, entrepreneurs and campaigners' actions in ensuring sustainable and safe environment. During a high-level panel discussions on green economy at the American Museum of Natural History, panelists campaigned for businesses to appreciate and embrace environmentally friendly approaches.
When we make an attempt to rope businesses in and to get businesses to appreciate that the green economy is good for their bottom line and their shareholders, because that is going to be a key effort and a key step in transitioning to a green economy.
We need to give fresh and new indicators for the Rio Plus 20. When 20 years ago there was the meeting, they were only talking about desertification, biodiversity, climate change, protection of natural resources. Now we can work on millions of tons of reduction of emissions. We can work in millions of US dollars investing in new technologies. We can work and we can talk about millions of hectares of protected forest and rainforests.
The Executive Director of United Nations Environment Program, Akim Steiner, told South News the future looks bright ahead of Rio Plus 20 if policymakers and private sector uphold the environmental best practices.
The hope is that, if we say we cannot make things better, then we are basically saying to 7 billion people, your future is very bleak. Nobody wants to believe that. I think it is unnecessary, and that is why we see more and more people wanting to make a difference. And I think whether you call it environmental issues, whether you call it social responsibility, whether you call it the green economy, basically we have to learn to live with 7 and soon 9 billion people on this planet and not destroy the foundations of life. I think that is a powerful idea, and is an idea whose time has come and is touching many, many people.
The United Nations Environment Program honored 5 distinguished individuals as champions of the earth. President Felipe Calderón of Mexico for policy leadership, Zhang Yu for entrepreneurial vision, Dr. Olga Sperenskaya for science and innovation, Luis Palma and Angelique Kidjo for inspiration and action.
This initiative for these champions is to inspire people all over the world. At the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, I'm Samuel Ajiman for South News.